Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Howard on Sports. My name is Howard. And tonight, I briefly wanted to talk about a pitcher by the name of Sandy Koufax. He pitched for the Dodgers back in the 60s. So, Sandy was an amazing pitcher. He didn't have a long career because he got injured, but for about, I think it was 6 seasons, he pitched as well as anyone ever had, completely dominant. And so Sandy Koufax happened to be Jewish. And of course, the holiday of Yom Kippur just passed at sundown. And there's a legendary story where Sandy Koufax refused to pitch Game 1 for the Dodgers against the Twins in the 1965 World Series because Game 1 fell on Yom Kippur. Now, Sandy was not particularly religious, but his conscience told him that he would not or could not pitch Game 1. So he ended up pitching, I believe it was Game 5 and Game 7, and he pitched shutouts both games, if I read that correctly. And the Dodgers did end up winning the World Series in 7 games. So it was pretty cool that he followed his conscience, and the Dodgers ended up winning anyway, and largely because of him. So I happen to be Jewish, and I feel a sense of pride when thinking about Sandy Koufax because he followed his conscience and he did what he thought was right. Also because as a Jewish guy, I'm keenly aware of the fact that for whatever reason, most Jewish people are not great at sports. I don't know if there's something genetic, but that doesn't really make sense. I think it's maybe just the way we're raised. We're not encouraged to play sports. I'm not really sure. But the fact that the best pitcher of all time, some people say happens to be Sandy Koufax, is amazing to me, and I do feel like a sense of pride when thinking about what he accomplished as a Jewish athlete. Also, quickly, I wanted to add the fact that the Dodgers organization has an interesting history with people from different cultures making an impact. So obviously Jackie Robinson, first African-American ball player, Fernando Valenzuela, certainly the first Mexican player, I believe, to make a really big impact. And he was really good for a few years as a pitcher. And right now, Shohei Ohtani, even though he played for the Angels for a few years, now with the Dodgers, he's making his biggest impact. And I'm sure if the Dodgers are in the World Series, that people in Japan will definitely be watching. They'll be very interested in what's going on with the Dodgers and Shohei Ohtani. So, and then of course, Sandy Koufax, like I just said, is a very important person amongst Jewish people. So anyway, I just wanted to make this video, and like I said, Yom Kippur just ended, and it is really the most important day for Jewish people, even for people like me who are not religious. Somehow that day, it just seems to have the most significance out of any day, and I suppose Sandy Koufax felt the same way.